Greetings MultiVersus! Warner Brothers Games finally announced the long-rumoured MultiVersus, a Super Smash Bros. Style platform fighting game with WB characters, including DC Comics characters. As a big fan of Smash Bros., DC and a number of these other WB IPs, I am very much excited, but there is seemingly one major feature missing from MultiVersus' announcement: a single-player story mode. Or is it? Just going by the information available right now, it feels like the team at Player First Games is prepping for some sort of story mode or story content for MultiVersus, which might possibly even be influenced by the classic 80s movie The NeverEnding Story. There will definitely be some form of single player against bots and definitely a training mode, but as for a Smash Bros. Style story mode? Well, let's look at the evidence. First off, regarding modes, MultiVersus will feature a 2v2 co-op mode, 1v1 competitive and 4-player free-for-all, but as stated on the website, will also have offline local play and the opportunity for players to refine your skills in training mode. So there's definitely some single-player content. The website also states that more modes will be revealed as part of the game's ongoing content updates, as MultiVersus approaches release. So there are definitely more modes to come. Will that include a story mode? I think so. And for the evidence there, we have to look into the game's roster of characters. The first and most obvious piece of evidence towards a story is the presence of a completely original character, Raindog, voiced by Andrew Frankel. The mere fact that Player First and Warner Brothers would add a brand new character to this game that no one would want to play as strongly suggests that they have plans to get players more attached to Raindog, who does have a full backstory already. And here is where the NeverEnding Story influence rears its fluffy white dragon-like head. Raindog's story says that his world of Xanathir was destroyed by the Nothing, some sort of cataclysmic entity and presumably the main threat in the MultiVersus story mode. If the Nothing was only mentioned in Raindog's backstory, we could just let it go as a colourful way to flesh out a new character, but the Nothing is also mentioned in the character description for Tom and Jerry of all characters, which mentions the battle against the Nothing as if that's the goal of the game, or specifically the goal of a single player mode. Player First Games wouldn't have bothered including that detail if there wasn't actually going to be some sort of single player story campaign. Most importantly and interestingly, the Nothing is actually the main threat from the NeverEnding Story, the movie that all 80s kids know primarily thanks to the death of a horse. Well, that and the huge fluffy dog, lion, dragon thing Falcor, who bears a strong resemblance to Raindog if it's not my imagination. And guess which movie studio owns the rights to the NeverEnding Story? Yes, Warner Brothers. So they are totally welcome and legally able to crib an evil entity from an 80s movie that 90% of the MultiVersus audience has probably never heard of. So to sum up, in my opinion, MultiVersus will definitely launch with some sort of story mode. The new character Raindog will be the central character of the story, much like how Star Wars Battlefront 2 introduced new character Iden Versio as the main story mode character, then forced them into the multiplayer as a hero character rather than anyone more worthy. And the focus of MultiVersus story is a battle against a powerful entity called the Nothing, which may well be the same entity seen in the 1984 classic movie The NeverEnding Story. Guess we'll find out for sure sometime in 2022. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in a story mode for MultiVersus, or could you really not care less? Does the fact that it has a possible connection to the NeverEnding Story make you more excited? Or again, could you not care less? Let me know in the other comments below or on the Inside the Multiverse Discord server, which you'll find a link to in the description below. Please like, share and subscribe, that all really helps me out, and check out other videos on DC Comics Gamer, like the full leaked fighter roster for MultiVersus. For now, thanks for watching folks, and MultiVersus out!
Sweat.